This is an opportunity for him to show that he can hang with a rising star, basically to show that he's still the man here, because this kid, Chet Sterling, he is goofy, he may be an idiot, but he has been mentored for over a year now by Trevor Lee, by Ben Tyler, and even by Cyrus and Converse himself. So this kid has had over a year now to sit at the learning tree and be coached, no pun intended, by some of the best talents in Mid-Atlantic wrestling. This is a coming out party for Chet Sterling, an opportunity to show what he can do, and it's an opportunity for Converse to show that he's still the man and he can still dominate a rising rookie like he's doing right now.
Well, absolutely. You touched on it. It's almost like when you're in school, you've got you hang with a whole bunch of your friends, and you're out to prove to your friends that you can hang with everybody. But you've also got the most experienced one to say, hold on now, son. I still run the yard around here. So this is going to be a good matchup tonight. Chet Sterling proving that he can hang with Ric Converse, and Ric Converse being able to show that he's still and will still be the first here in CWF.
Oh God, he's got Sterling on the rope, brings him in the hard way. I think you're 100% accurate, Nick D. I think this is all about who runs the yard, so to speak. Is Converse still the top dog in the Mid-Atlantic, or has the aftermath usurped him? Have they leapfrogged over him and taken his spot? We saw back at Madness in Any Direction, Trevor Lee, Ben Tyler, and Chet Sterling kicked out Cyrus and Converse from the aftermath and declared Trevor Lee the new leader of the group. This is the first battle between Converse and any member of the aftermath, as he said he was going to dismantle it person by person. That was a great move by Chet Sterling. He's got a cover right now with great ring positioning. Only two. That was a great move by Chet Sterling. Converse was trying to control Sterling. Sterling grabbed Converse by the ear and literally dragged him over until he could hang him over on the top rope. That was a great move from Sterling, a great move that you don't see very often. He was able to grab the tiniest little opening. Converse wasn't protecting his ear. He was able to grab the tiniest little opening and make something out of it, Nick D.
Brad, you said it correctly. That goes to show you that tutelage that he's gotten from Trevor Lee and Ben Tyler, and that he's learned from it, and he's able to use it against the first Ric Converse.
Not to mention, just in the past 8 or so weeks since Madness in Any Direction, Chet Sterling has put on some weight. He's tan. He looks great. He's been hitting the gym just in the last 8 weeks, literally just since Converse and Cyrus were kicked out of the group. I think Chet has realized the opportunity that sits before him. He has realized that he's got a chance here to elevate his game, to step up, so to speak, and he wants to make the most of it. This kid looks great. He can wrestle. No mistake about that. I remember hearing about this kid. Great move from Chet Sterling. I remember hearing about this kid a couple of years ago. They said he was the best athlete perhaps that had ever come through the Mid-Atlantic dojo, but he had the worst attitude. Chet Sterling, to my knowledge, is the first wrestler, the first potential wrestler, I should say, to ever be kicked out of the Mid-Atlantic dojo due to a poor attitude. Cross and the aftermath took him in and made him what he is now. But even back when he was a trainee with a poor attitude, they still said, you've got to see this kid, he's an unbelievable athlete.
Well, so you got to understand, now is the time now. Before, he was the aftermath apprentice. He was kind of like, the kid that you kind of, you're cool with, but you kind of overlook him. Now that it's Ben Tyler and Trevor Lee and him now, he has no choice but to elevate and step up his game to superstar status here in the CWF Mid-Atlantic.
Right cross from Converse, another right cross from Converse. Fires him into the buckle again and again.
You've got to give it to Ric Converse. He's set himself on a mission. He said it time and time again. If you create something, you also want to destroy something that you create. And now he's out to show that he's going to dismantle the aftermath on his own.
Woohoo! Almost got him. At first-time referee Tyler Dalton doing a great job. He was right there. He was looking at the shoulders. He was doing everything he needs to do. Maybe work on that dress code next time. But other than that, he was doing everything he needed to do. And Chet Sterling almost beat Converse right there.
Well, that's the thing about Chet. Even though he's still the apprentice, he's been around here for long enough to know that he's got to elevate his game, and he's actually showing Ric Converse that he can actually hang with him tonight.
Of course, if you missed the announcement earlier tonight, Tyler Dalton is a volunteer at the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club of Alamance County. We've got a huge fundraiser coming up there on Friday night, May 17th, and as part of that, Tyler Dalton going to referee on that card. We're getting him some real-time, on-the-job training tonight. Young Tyler Dalton from the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club. He has literally been thrown right in the line of fire tonight with 2 matches on this card as we prepare for that big fundraiser event on Friday night, May 17th. And Converse now has found an opening. Now, drilling Chet Sterling, sends him against the ropes. Converse, big back elbow. You got to watch out for the Richter scale. You got to watch out for the sky high also. Converse has been beating people for years with both those holds.
Converse, a 6-time CWF Mid-Atlantic champion. He's been around, an AWA champion. Ric Converse is here. And there is a reason why he's known as the first Ric Converse, because he's done it all here in the CWF.
A lot of people think of him as the measuring stick here in CWF. Kitchen sink right there. He likes to use these in multiples. No, goes right to the side Russian. Does not go for cover. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Weight was not over the shoulders right there. Weight was not over the shoulders. He put his weight on the midsection and the sternum. Big, like we saw earlier with Aric Andrews and Chase Dakota. Aric Andrews had all his body weight on Dakota's shoulders. Converse going for the Richter scale. No, 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 no. Sterling had it counted. Could be the leg lariat. Yes! Chet Sterling is going to do it here. Upset right now. Foot is on the rope.
And that's the point where you got to give credit to Ric Converse, knowing where he's at in the ring, and was able to put his foot up for a 2 count to save himself in this matchup tonight.
Chet Sterling getting right in the face of Tyler Dalton from the Boys and Girls Club of Alamance County. This kid, it is his first night referee, and this is a big assignment, like I said, but he's done a good job so far. Big right cross. Sterling has had a great showing so far. A win here would mean so much. I dare say that even 3, 4, 5 months ago, hypothetically speaking, Converse would have beat Sterling in 3.5 minutes. No, blocked it. Richter scale. He got it after all. Perfect ring positioning. Dead center. And he beat him. Chet Sterling avoided the Richter scale the first time, but not overall, and Converse wins it.
That's being able, you know it when you're in the ring. 1, 2, 3.